Hey everyone, Daniel here. Welcome to my Luke Cage Season 1, Episode 4 spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me about 2 minutes to recap it, then give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. So before we recap this episode, I just want to recap the end of Episode 3 real quick. Cottonmouth ends up shooting a missile at Connie's restaurant, and Luke and Connie are inside the building. It explodes, and the building falls on them. So at the beginning of this episode, Luke and Connie are in the rubble, and there's this gas smell. When there's a gas smell, you probably want to leave. And there goes to a certain flashback. This is my favorite episode of the whole Season 1, by the way. I love this episode to death. My favorite episode. Luke is in prison. This is his origin story, basically, right here. So he's innocent. He meets Reva, and he was a cop. Now, when people find out he was a cop, people do not like him, so he's bullied. He starts to, to talk more, and he's just troubled, man. He's a very troubled guy, has a kind of an attitude to him, and he's in this therapy, and he starts to talk more. He's offered to join this fight club, so he does it, and it changes him. He warns Reva to leave. Squabbles, who is his friend during the whole episode, ends up getting killed, and Luke is beaten up. And at the end, he's nearly dead. I mean, he's beaten up bad where he is almost dead, and he's experimental, and an experiment, and he ends up breaking out, and he gets these powers. He emerges from the rubble. He emerges from the rubble in the modern day, and then back to the past. He wears classic clothes. The yellow shirt, or the chest you could see, and the what is it called, tiara on the top and everything, and the whole afro. It was basically the whole reference to how Luke Cage used to look back in the 70s. I absolutely squealed like a little girl when I saw that. I was like, they did it, and they did it so amazingly too. So he becomes Luke Cage, man. He changes his name from before his name was now to Luke Cage, and he's on the news at the end. And that's it. He's out of the rubble. Connie is okay, kind of a broken leg, but other than that, they're all okay. Now on to the pros and cons. Like I said earlier, this is my favorite episode out of Season 1, and one of the big reasons is because of the backstory and his origins, and the dialogue, and the writing, and the acting, and all the prison scenes, man. I mean, some of them were slow. That's kind of a con. There were slow scenes in this episode, but the way that it was done, and the beard, and the different looks, and the hair growing, I mean, massively growing, and seeing Luke, I mean, the past 3 episodes, he's been a gentleman, he's been a nice guy, and then seeing him as a jerk, and seeing him really mean, and then he gets to meet Reva, and he lightens up, and he kind of, the wall that he built, he kind of tears it down, and he kind of talks, and actually emotion is built through there, and squabbles, and the music and the cinematography in here as well is really great. And the way that the fighting's done, the fight club, and I love the cinematography, the way it's done, and when he does it, and just the light shining, the lighting was very well done in this episode as well. The classic reference and the look that he wore, he's like, I look stupid, but the Luke Cage look from the 70s, they actually did it right and put it in there, and just a quick little nod, and it's like, oh my god, like, you think they wouldn't have done it, but they did it, and it fit in so well, because it fit perfectly, because he was getting somebody's clothes from the pin-up line and stuff. Just the way it was all done, I thought it was just great. The acting, Mike Coulter again, from nice to being a jerk, and then, the modern day stuff, him smelling gas, and with Connie, and them under the rubble, I mean, that was okay. Nothing great there or anything, just regular. Fine there, but all the flashbacks, the whole prison scenes, were really great. I kind of wish he was kind of more emotional towards Squabble being dead, like more breaking down, like sad that he died. But it was nice to see him and Reva, because we haven't seen Reva since Jessica Jones, and then of course, spoilers, Jessica Jones killed Reva because she's under Kilgrave's mind control. But still, it's like, hey, we get to see Reva, and we get to see, their first meeting, and them growing on each other, and them loving each other. Then you have the racist white cop. I just don't know why. I love the origin story to it. I love how it was done and the way it's filmed. And I mean, everything was damn well. I thought it was just a very fun episode, very entertaining episode. And like I said, the only problem with this episode, if it may be, is that just a few slow scenes. Just a few slow scenes. But the thing is, all the scenes are still interesting. They're still very interesting scenes, but yeah, they do kind of run a tidbit slow. And then the modern day, you know, I would have been totally fine if they didn't show any modern day and they just would have showed his origin story. Totally would have been fine with that. But still, I'm glad they don't start the origin stories in episode 1 or anything. I'm glad they save it for the middle of the episode and such, or the middle of the season and all that. Anyway, I'm going to give Luke Cage Season 1, Episode 4, a solid A. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, make sure to smack that like button. You can comment down below, tell me what you guys thought about the episode. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is this your favorite episode as well, man? It definitely is mine. I will always stick to that. Best episode out of Season 1. You could share this review with your friends. Hit that subscribe button for more. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.